Gregory, buying a drink. Not really. I never waste money on these things, unless it's water maybe. Sometimes, I buy, but it's much cheaper to bring your own water or drink. Or you can go to a store and the drinks are way cheaper there. Some of these machines are on Mount Fuji and the prices are outrageous. But if you don't want to carry, well, you can always buy. If there is something inside the machine. Someone must, bring it up, I think. Well, today is the last day of the second part of the greater cold season. Tomorrow starts the last third part of the cold season. I can't wait. I guess I'll be posting tomorrow. But today we'll enjoy whatever is today. Sunny, I guess. Little bird. It's actually nice. I must admit it's cold, like the real winter. Even with the El Nino, it's quiet there. Fujisan has been desecrated by the vending machines. There are vending machines at the very top. And at the stations, like at the half-height stations. So, how do they get power is the question. There's a post office at the summit. So, yeah, they somehow, work up there. Maybe they have solar panels, and if it's cloudy, you cannot buy any drink. Oh, Julianes, buenas tardes. It is still winter here. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Solari. Well, yeah, the summit, there is nothing there. It's just a volcano. So I wonder, how do they operate these vending machines without power? Because they need power to exist. Let's go, guys, and see the preview of the spring, which are the plums. The plums are blooming. This is a plum grove, and they started to bloom earlier. Oh, this tree is so nice and wide. Look at this. Oh, that looks gorgeous. You can go and approach it. Spring is coming maybe in a week or two. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow, so beautiful. Oh, nice smell too. Look at this. Pickled plums soon. Oh, for pickled plums you have to wait till the summer. They will develop fruits. It takes a long time. See? Oh. Soon cherry, well, long time still, 2 months maybe, and then cherries come. But these, these plums are everywhere. It's like a theme of the spring in Japan. You can see it on displays, and people have maybe a branch at their there's special parts in the Japanese rooms called tokunoma, and He's supposed to have some kind of a poem there and decoration, so maybe a vase with a ikebana of flower arrangement of these flowers. You know, they have kind of like a strange smell. It's not sweet. It's like very, very, very like a plum smell, plum. So like when the wind comes, yeah, you can smell them. You can smell them, but they are not the same as the nice, the apricots. What are they called? The winter sweet. Winter sweets are down the road here. Oh, these buds look awesome. See this? Plums are coming. There are all different kinds of plum trees, so they bloom and they have different flowers at different times. Whoa, this one is full bloom almost. Oh, glorious. Look at this. Wow, it's like a galaxy. Wow. This is the one that a few weeks ago I saw bees flying. You know, I wonder if there are any bees, but I think it's so cold that they just don't come. Let's see. Zero bees, guys. It was probably when it was warmer. It was this strange day when the temperature went up to 14. Then the bees came, but now I guess they're sleeping in their hives. You could hear them as well. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Nice smell. Oh, I see one bee very high up. Scouting bee. Oh, there's a second bee too. Ah, there are bees, but not many. Yeah, they don't sleep all, you know. Sometimes they need scouts for that extra tasty plum honey. Oh, it's almost the time to go to the beekeeper to buy honey for me. I eat honey in the spring. Wonder what honey will I buy? Clover or something more amazing? Oh, and this tree is also blooming. Oh, this one has pink flowers. Oh, right here. That's a better view. Hornets will follow. Yeah. The hornets are not existing yet. It's too cold. They come in like, you know, after May. So it's quite a fruitful time for the bees to make lots of honey. Yeah, probably only in the spring. Oh, this is, oh my gosh, nice smell. I can clearly smell the plums. Definitely the smell of the spring. It's so particular. And there's no wind, so you can really smell it well. Oh, but look at this. It's so many blossoms. These branches are absolutely full. Oh, now wind came. A little bit of wind. Okay, Mea, you made it. You didn't get the late notification or whatever you had before. You should have the notifications turned on the Twitter and on YouTube, so you get two double. But sometimes, if I send a notification before the scope, I don't get like they don't get sent for some reason. So only the YouTube will notify. Are there famous songs about plums? You know, to tell the truth, I don't know. the spring season is kind of there aren't any festivals really until the Dole festival that comes later. It also has a theme of the plums blooming. I do, but was cleaning. Yeah. You have to get one of those automatic robots to clean for you, Germea. No worries, you know. No worries. Oh, you know, over the weekend I was hiking in the city and I found the grave of Zard. Do you guys know Zard? Zard was Japanese musician, and she, I think, sold maybe over 30-something million copies of her singles back in the 90s and 2000s. Really popular musician. But she died, and I found her grave. It's really beautiful. Maybe I'll post it on the Twitter. And if you want to listen, check on YouTube. Zard is like wizard Zard with Z. The song about Sakura, you know the Sakura, right? Yes, that one is a spring song, definitely. But nothing about plums. Or maybe there is something about plums that it's not really popularized. And then the demand on food or your cats, oh my goodness. Oh, she died. She was, you know, she got cancer. But she got treated for the cancer, and then she got well again, and she made more singles, and then the cancer came back, and she got completely, you know, sick from that. But she didn't die from cancer. She slipped in the hospital and hit her head on the floor. And she was really unusual because she almost never publicly sang. Yeah, Zard. Her songs are really inspirational. She uses so many different chords and, you know, transposes her music in the middle of the song. It sounds really good. Yeah. So, like in Yokohama, there is this middle of nowhere, and I went there and I couldn't believe, like, oh, it's really like her tomb is there, and it's all written. You know, she didn't use her real name, of course. Like, you know, Zard was her artist name, but also she had second artist name she was called Izumi Sakai. But her real name was Sachiko something Kawachi, I think. Polish, no, Japanese. Japanese artist. You can listen on YouTube. There's lots of her singles out there. You'll be surprised, you know, the screen is still 4:3 because it's everyone had that kind of TV back then. But yeah, I remember listening to her music in 2000s. I think she died in 2007. Quite nice. Yeah, Sachiko. Yeah, but she didn't go by her name. You know, artists, they never choose their names, especially in Japan. All the writers, singers, they almost never use their real names. So she was known as Zard or Izumi Sakai. She learned piano since I think 4 years old or 5. She is from the city where I go. You guys remember where I go to the beach and swim there? Yeah, she's from there. Oh, what is this? Doesn't sound like Cessna, but it looks like Cessna. Yeah, Izumi Sakai. Sakai Izumi. But you know, she almost never performed publicly. So if you went to her concert, maybe you were the most lucky person ever. And she never, you know, she rode train with like public transportation. She never drove in like expensive cars or anything. And she rarely wore any makeup. And also she just wore normal clothes, nothing fancy. If you see something on the YouTube, yeah, she looked pretty simple. She just goes to the stage and sings. Yeah, going fast. I think he's on the downwind leg. Upwind leg? Which one is it? Something. Upwind leg. Sun looks nice. Haven't seen it for days. Oh, Gemera! Yeah, it's beautiful. It was a little bit cloudy, and that made it frigidly cold. But the sun is back here, and I think there will be some more clouds coming. I hope you get some sun. I had beautiful sunrise today, but I had to go to work, so I didn't scope it. Not like Beyonce. What do you mean? We should go there someday, to the new center, after they finish it. Beyonce is really public. She doesn't care, you know. You probably would not recognize her, I mean, Zard in the train, because she looks like everyone else. What's Beyonce's real name, I wonder? I must dig out my albums. I have Zard somewhere from old times. Yeah, no, opposite. Super private, like me. So maybe she didn't make a lot of money, because she maybe lost lots of money from not being public so much. But she became, you know, super rich person, and she only released singles. You know, it's not like she released like album or something like that. Just singles, one after another. Look at this, under the shade of the tree. Train somewhere. Some greenery over there. It's fantastic. Nice. Oh, I have to tell you that I installed phone holder on my bicycle and front headlight. I had to disassemble all brake assembly. That was challenging, but I got the torque wrench and I fastened everything to the appropriate torques. No, she didn't hide her face at all. She just didn't go, you know, she didn't do anything publicly much. Like even on TV, maybe she was like a few times. And but she was out there in the public, but nobody knew it was her, right? Because it's hard to recognize. I am ready. My cache mobile, the bicycle is ready for geocaching. Where will I go this year? I can't wait. Light is ready. My phone is ready. Finally, I don't need to take phone out of my pocket and look where I am. I can just... Myrna, good afternoon. Welcome to beautiful sunny day today. It's almost the last day of the second part of the Greater Cold. The third part is coming tomorrow. I will put it in a title. This is to put your pets on the leash. Somebody got attacked, maybe. Look at this. No kites or drones, because it's, you know, the airplanes are landing so low here. Sunny, yeah, very nice. It's cold, but it's nice and warm in the sun. Feels great though. Yesterday was cloudy and tough day. Looks like the cherry is blooming. It's done, I think, for the season. Another bloom will be in the spring. The real spring, I mean, not the Japanese spring. Yeah. No, not. I didn't. You know, my bicycle is low weight, so I don't want to put a dynamo on it. It's just a charging. I charged it, you know, light, and it lasts for like more than a month, I think. So it's good enough for me. I have one at the back, one in front. But you know, I had to get the right light and the right mounting, which is not official. So I had to disassemble the front reflection light and then hook up, you know, cat eye light. It's a special mount. And then what's good about the cat eye is you can replace the batteries if they go bad. That's a huge plus. Oh, where's Mount Fuji, guys? Can we zoom in today? Maybe, maybe not. We just have to look. Oh, it's barely visible. Let's zoom in. Today is not so super dry. So Mount Fuji is right here. You see, it's very, like, the snow is reflecting the light a little bit, so it's super bright. Just a few days ago, what was it, last week, we could see it so clearly. I think that's all. Vending machines must be frozen. You know, they've robbed them with protectors for the winter, so they don't get damaged by ice. And they cross their fingers, because the winds that go there, it could damage your vending machine. They damage everything. Now, you know, they even eat through, like, sun and wind eats through a rope like this very easily. There's nothing left after the winter. Into the shade. We have to try the persimmons, the dried persimmons that I hanged at the beginning of winter. They're still hanging and they're so dry, and no birds eat them somehow. I don't know how it's working. It's like they will eat any tomato that's there, but not the persimmon. So maybe I will bake a cake. Persimmon dry cake. Dry persimmon cake. Smell these winter sweets. They're saving the persimmons for me. Yeah, persimmons. You know, there are some special type of persimmons that you cannot eat raw. They have like this astringency when you bite into them. You know, sometimes when you eat banana, you get that kind of taste from the skin inside. So these ones are only good for drying, and when you dry them, the astringency goes away. But I really want to check because I've never tried. But you know, the usual persimmons, you can just peel them and eat them, and they are nice and crunchy, like apple kind of. Wow, that's a nice smell. These waxy flowers. But now you know the season has ended, so that there's no that kind of fruits anymore. You don't peel. Yeah, I heard people can eat them just like apples. I never tried eating them like that. I'm sure they're tasty. You get dietary fiber from the skin. What's the terrible is the seeds inside. If you bite into once, you can break your tooth. Gotta be careful. Smell of the winter. See these pods here? Seeds are inside. You know, I don't eat soft ones. If you wait long enough, they become soft enough. But I like them crunchy. Crunchy and sweet. I've never seen them in Canada or Poland. Strange fruit to me. And they are cheap because they are local. So when the season comes, oh, it's like persimmon every day. If you have like a tree, you have so many persimmons. They love growing all these persimmons. I mean the trees. Very easy, I think, plants to have in a garden. Like you will grow more than you can eat almost. You have to bake some cake or freeze them or do some drinks out of them. Costco sells? Oh really? Wow. Do you know where do they come from? Where do they import them? Yeah. Here, once the season ends, then it's harder to find them. Costco is awesome. Do they flower first? You know, I've never noticed them flowering. I wonder, when do they flower? Summer? Because they have fruits in the autumn, so maybe spring. California, yeah, maybe. You know, they're pretty good at being in colder climates. So somewhere where the temperature doesn't get below freezing, I think they will be growing well. Yeah, Costco only has them in the season, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think, you know, they last long after you pick them, unless you cool them and store them in cooler place, but then they get soft. Oh, crow. You can have a persimmon mash and make some persimmon pie. I like it because it's one of the cheaper fruits here. Anything else is expensive. Persimmons are cheap. Oh, another airplane. Dornier. Flying to Izu Islands. Anyway guys, I gotta go. My data is so low as usual. My aunt slices them and hangs them on her clothes like yeah. I wonder if you can do it to the sweet type and hang them like this, or will the birds eat it? Or if only the astringent ones are okay for drying. That's a good question. Anyway, I gotta go. See if you get used to, you know. Okay guys, she grows kaki. Oh, you're lucky. She knows that stuff, you know. Anyway, thank you Berna, Gemea and Gregory. Thank you guys, and take care. Keep warm, stay safe. Scoping down.